Hey there, Spurs fans! How's it going? Hope you're pumped for another video full of updates and analysis about our beloved San Antonio Spurs. Before anything else, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content. Alright, let's dive in. We've got a lot of interesting stuff to discuss today. So we all know our team is always looking to improve, whether it's through trades, drafts, or developing our young talents. And let's be real, we always hope for the best, right? We want to see the Spurs up there, making playoff runs, and maybe even lifting another trophy. But, like in any sport, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes, tough decisions have to be made to ensure a bright future. Which brings us to today's topic. Guys, the harsh reality is that eventually, the San Antonio Spurs might have to part ways with some of our key players, even if we don't want to. But hold on, take a deep breath, and let's understand this situation better. With free agency pretty much wrapped up and the draft behind us, we can now take a full look at the Spurs offseason. Some of you, like me, might not have been super thrilled with every move Brian Wright made, but the truth is, each decision was made with a clear goal: to ensure sustained success. We're not just thinking about making the playoffs this year, but about maintaining this performance for the next 25 years, setting up a new era of success to rival the glory days of the Big Three. What puts San Antonio ahead of many other franchises is our ability to plan long-term. While teams like the Clippers and Warriors are adjusting to the new CBA rules, the Spurs already have a structure in place to handle these changes. However, that doesn't mean we're immune to the challenges all NBA teams will face. Keeping a roster together will become increasingly complicated and expensive. And that's where the second apron comes in. For those who don't know, it's a set of rules that penalizes teams that exceed the luxury tax threshold by more than $17.5 million. These penalties make trades and signings more difficult, and even draft picks can be affected. In short, life under the second apron is a real challenge. That's why the draft picks Brian Wright acquired this summer are so valuable. Eventually, players like Devin Vassell, Victor Wembanyama, Jeremy Sochan, and Stefan Castle will need big contracts. If they all develop as we hope, it'll be practically impossible to keep them all together without breaking the bank. The future picks we acquired could be the key to adding new talent, without compromising the team's financial structure. These trades will only pay off if the Spurs finish the season in a better position than the team we're trading with. It's a risky bet, but it's exactly this kind of long-term vision that can ensure the continuous success of the San Antonio Spurs. Let's break this down a bit more. Take a look at Devin Vassell, for example. He's been showing some real promise, hasn't he? With his sharp shooting and defensive skills, he's definitely someone we want to keep around. But he's not going to stay on a rookie contract forever. When his time comes for a new deal, we'll have to offer him something substantial to keep him in San Antonio. And the same goes for Victor Wembanyama. The hype around him is real, and we're all excited to see what he can do. But with great potential comes great financial responsibility. And it's not just about keeping our own players. We also need to think about how we can bring in new talent. The second apron makes it harder to just buy our way out of problems. We can't simply outspend our mistakes like some other teams might try to do. Instead, we need to be smart with our draft picks and trades. Every move has to be calculated, thinking not just about the next season, but the next decade. Look at the moves we've already made. Some of you might have been puzzled by the trades, wondering why we gave up certain players or picks. But it's all part of a bigger plan. Those future draft picks are our insurance policy. They give us flexibility. If we hit a rough patch or if injuries strike, we have options. We can bring in fresh talent without crippling our finances. Now, let's talk about the coaching staff and development team. They play a huge role in this long-term strategy. Our coaches are not just focused on winning the next game. They're working on developing our young players, turning potential into performance. They're building a system where players can thrive and where new talents can seamlessly integrate. It's about creating a culture of excellence where every player knows their role and is ready to step up when called upon. Think about the Spurs' history. We've always been a team that values smart, strategic moves over flashy, short-term gains. The era of the Big Three wasn't built overnight. It was a result of careful planning, excellent scouting, and a commitment to developing players. That's the blueprint we're following now. It's a patient approach, but one that has proven to be successful. So, what do you guys think of this strategy? Are we on the right path to building another era of glory? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's have a good discussion about it. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos about our beloved San Antonio Spurs. Thanks, fans. See you next time.